Give me the call. I will throw 9 touchdowns in 6 games at worst.
Easy, suck a dick! God damn it! Why do they do this?
What's up? Welcome back to the Feed the Need Fantasy Football Podcast, episode 13, the number one 16-team fantasy football podcast in the world. With a combined record of 3-1, I am your host, Derek Moody. As always, my co-host, the Season 2 Feed the Need champion, Trevor Brown. How you doing?
2-0, baby! Another squeaky win. Another holy cow, tank down Stephon Diggs. I'm sending you my paycheck. Thanks for going under 10 for me on Sunday night. Holy shit. And to quote the famous Enzo Amore, I know you have no idea who that is, Derek, but how you doing?
I had a fucking off week. I took the week off. I don't even know if my lineup is set. It's gone. It doesn't count for me. I don't even know if I won or lost, so it's whatever. But update on your matchup, because I don't care about mine. I texted you at 4:41. I said 1-1, baby, just because we both were 1-1. I was like, there's no way that Tank Dell and Diggs don't go for 10. There's no chance. And you said, I'm not giving up a 2-0 yet. Just need a shitty game from Stroud. And I sent you eyeballs at 8:32 because that was when the game was like pretty much over. I was like, no fucking way. But huge win for you. Yeah.
I bowled like absolute dog shit, kind of, because I was watching Sunday night the whole time. And just every single time he threw the ball, I thought it was Tank Dell, and it was Nico Collins, and it was the best. And it just kept being Nico after Nico. And then Tank Dell dropped the ball that would have won him the game. And I'm like, oh, it was awesome. It was awesome. 2-0. Good game, Trev. Should be probably 2-0 yourself, but you're 0-2. That's kind of the shitty part about fantasy football.
2 fumbles. He has back-to-back weeks. His running back was just right there. And you just can't get the ball in the end zone.
He fumbled twice.
Tough luck. Hey, hand up. Not hand up, but give it to him. He's kept a level head with it. He's doing great.
So I was expecting Trev's years past would have lost his mind if that would have happened. All we got was I'm going to fumble this away, boys. This fucking sucks. That's all we got from Trev. That's all we got.
And the team name change. And a team name change. Fumble and wins away, which, hey, that's a good one. With that being said, though, we're going to jump right into this with the top 3 teams and bottom 3 teams performance-wise, and I have a feeling there's going to be one of us on one of these.
Yeah, so point leaders of this week and Feed the Need 2. It goes off with Taylor coming in third at 114.38 with a loss. Unfortunately, he played one of the top 2 teams. He played Dallas, the second team. So number 2 and 3 played each other. Dallas came in with 122.42, and Daly took it all by a wide margin, 148.9. That's a 26-point spread if you're playing at home.
Yeah, his team is good. Like you said, Nico Collins. Reminds you he has Stroud too. Daly's team is just good. And the best part is I was talking to him on the phone, I think it was Thursday. And all of a sudden, it was right before the James Cook stuff, right before the game started. I was at work. And then on my way home, I think I worked later. I don't even remember. Anyways, I was driving home and I had to call Tyler because literally he had 3 touchdowns at halftime with James Cook. And I called him. He's like, dude, I'm telling you, I'm getting point high this week. I'm getting fucking point high. And fast forward, and he easily, with not even an effort, and he got point high. So hats off to him.
What do you think of Dallas putting up a good week?
Dallas's team it's not bad. I don't care for it. His trade kind of backfired, getting rid of CeeDee Lamb for Waddle. Now with 2 out, Alvin Kamara just said, hey, get on my back. Let's go.
Get on my back.
Yeah, and that's the thing is in Feed the Need, the scoring. I haven't done the quite updates for the after week 2, but the average has got to be around one or like 92 ish, 93.
Oh, yeah.
So when you have one guy putting up 48, it's just it's damn near an automatic win. And guys like Kamara, he's that guy. He's done it before. He had a 5 rushing touchdown game. So him having another 4 touchdowns this game, it's like, well. Hey, Dilla, sorry about it. Baby Bentley, baby Dilla, whatever you want to call him, he's off to a slow start here. We got to turn something around.
Oh, baby Dia. Oh man, our baby Dilla. So
happy as hell for that guy. By the way, it's become a dad's a big thing. Happy, shout out Dilla. I know you watch this.
Yeah, shout out Dilla. And then point losers this week. The bottom 3 teams will all end up getting L's. Nobody got lucky there. Let's see here. It goes in Rich at 62.5. Yourself, Derek, unfortunately, at 60.48. But not last. Last but not least is my last but least. It's Mike at 60.26. And it's pretty funny because we talked a lot of shit about Mike's team going into that last week. We knew it was coming.
Yeah, we kind of highlighted that. We liked his team, but I was like, I was trying to dance around it because I like Mike. He's a good dude, and it's kind of hard for me to play the persona and just saying we don't really give a fuck. We're just kind of playing the role here. We'll talk shit, but don't take it to heart. That's all I got to say.
Right.
But yeah, next time I'm just going to go with my gut feeling and just stick with it. And thank you for just going with it and going at Mike. I just want to say thank you, Drake London, and thank you, Kirk Cousins, because I needed like 10 points on that last drive. He got 1 catch for like 8-9 yards. I'm like, okay, I got a chance. And they got like a 7-yard touchdown to win the game. And I just barely squeaked out of the low points for the week. I know it's by a little, but hey. Yeah, Mike seems shit. Don't go to my team. Just talk about Mike.
Yeah.
No, honestly, we could highlight mine real quick. I honestly just last week was a long week. My strongest position was my wide receivers. I had AJ Brown, Drake London, Jaden Reed, Keenan Allen, and Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Brown got put to the season-ending IR. AJ Brown missed the week because of a hammy. Jaden Reed, 1, lost love. 2, dealing with a shin issue. And Keenan Allen is typical Keenan Allen, made out of a wet paper bag. So all 4 of my top 5 positions didn't play. Well, Jaden Reed played, but with a backup quarterback. It was awful. And it just, the second Sunday morning started, I literally told my wife, listen, it's going to be a long fucking day. And I barely watched any football. So my team's ass last week. It's ready to go against Jimmy this week, though. Pep talk, ready to go.
Yeah, a good week to play Jimmy again. Jimmy on a 0-2 tear and not looking good, even though he did score, I think, 70 points this week, 80. Can't remember what Jimmy got to, but 97.4. Pretty good. I still would have beat him, but barely.
Yeah, looking at Rich's team, too, we kind of highlighted Mike's last week. Rich, we got after him about his defense. He does what he does every week. He picks up a defense last minute. Tough beat for Rich, losing Tua. Speaking of Tua, that's just sad stuff, man. He needs to really reconsider what's going on. But yeah, looking at Rich's team, he put in Isaiah Likely after a huge week, got 3.6. Kirk Cousins has been god-awful. Christian Kirk has been god-awful. And Raheem Mostert got hurt, and he looked at the rest of his lineup, and it's just blah. He does get a big boost with Brandon Ayuk this week with Debo out, Christian McCaffrey out. But other than that, he has Breece Hall, and it's kind of – he needs to get some guys going.
The other guy there almost looked better, Breece Hall.
Yeah.
Which was nuts.
1-2 punch.
But that's about it. I mean, I just wanted to highlight the top 3 teams Feed the Need this week, bottom 3. And
all right, now to go away from the week 1 high points, low points losers everybody's new favorite segment of the podcast. We're going to Dallas with the dipshit of the week.
All right, guys. And so now that we just heard that awesome rendition of dipshit of the week by Dallas.
Huge upgrade for the pod. Huge upgrade for the pod. Shout out, Dallas. Thank you.
Absolutely. The funniest shit I've ever heard. We'll go to waiver wire ads. And 16-man league, we have a little bit different waiver wire than most, I would say. And so really, really deep guys. Really, really deep guys. These names are not going to be names that you guys probably know. I mean, probably obviously the good fantasy footballers that know a lot are going to know these things, but just the average Joe Schmo who is in the 10, 12-man league won't probably know these guys. So here we go.
They're not going to need them because they're so far down the list too.
Right. Correct. And, but this is for like the 14 teams, 16 teams looking for a steal. So first up, I have Carson Steele. Obviously everyone's probably out of the week. I couldn't ignore Carson Steele being the out of the week. He's going to be probably the number one in Kansas City, with Pacheco going down with like 6 to 8 week injury, breaking it or fracturing his leg. Carson Steele did fumble, but he came back. Kind of reminded me of the Kareem Hunt situation where he fumbled and then on his very first carry as a pro, and then came back that same game, scored a touchdown, went 100 yards, all that stuff. Andy Reid doesn't give up on his running backs very often, and so that's kind of why I like Carson Steele a lot, just because they gave him that ball a quarter later. Like it wasn't even barely a quarter. And they were just like, nah, rookie, fullback, don't care. Go run the ball. Go get us yards. And that's what he does. And he runs super hard. I don't know if you saw him run. And so I'm really excited to watch him. Also really excited to bid on him. And so we'll see if I get him.
Yeah. We're on the street. He's going for a lot. There was people trying to trade players today for literally Carson Steele, which reminds you, 90% of the league has 16 fab or 100 fab still. Like I know I got Josh Palmer today for 6 fab. Why? Because I gave Mike 5 fab in a trade with Jamar Chase involved last night. Black was like, dude, he's ahead of me in the waiver or the waiver priority. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, cool. And then all of a sudden, an hour or two later, here comes Caleb trying to get fab and sends Bucky over for 20 fab. So, and then there's other conversation, people trying to top that. So, I mean, we have 2 hours and 45 minutes until midnight now. And who knows, there's still going to be some more action. But yeah, I like that pick. My 2 is going running back going same with running back. It's tough because Joe Mixon with the Texans, he's kind of banged up. No real answers what's going on with him yet. And it's another one of those kind of Christian McCaffrey things where the team has expectations of going to the playoffs. That Texans team's really good. They can rely on CJ Stroud and those receivers. They might just rest Mixon a week or two, just get him back fully healthy.
So I couldn't have guessed that this was the guy that you were going with.
No, I'm going because Mixon, I just feel like he's, obviously Joe Mixon's on the fucking.
No, the guy that you're picking. I wouldn't have guessed that this is the guy that you're picking. That's being sarcastic. Because it's your guy.
My 2, I'm going to kind of combine them because nobody really knows Dameon Pierce and Cam Akers. Dameon Pierce is a younger guy, but his YPC the last couple of years is absolutely atrocious. Cam Akers has been a proven guy in the league a couple years ago. A couple injuries, most recent seasons kind of hindered him. Yeah, so if I had to choose there, I think Akers would be the guy that gets the first run at it, first dibs on the job, especially with Dameon Pierce coming back from a hammy issue. But yeah, Dameon Pierce, Cam Akers, kind of a longer play. It's not like an absolute boom, like league-winning guy, but it's going to be a serviceable option for a running back needy team.
Okay. I also my second one was also another running back. I liked some of the running backs on our waiver wire this week, which is kind of crazy. D'Onta Foreman, 15 carry D'Onta Foreman last week. I mean, was it a 1B, 1A situation in Cleveland? Is that what? That's what's going to happen. D'Onta Foreman is an awesome Kareem Hunt to Nick Chubb. If they're doing those two things, that's someone that you want to target in 14-man leagues. That's someone you want to target in even 12-man to stash on your bench if the guy goes down. So yeah, D'Onta Foreman is a massive ad, and a sneaky ad in 14-team and 12-team leagues.
Yeah, dude, I'm the owner of Jerome Ford and Feed the Need. It was a long day. I looked down and it literally shows Jerome Ford 6 carries, 62 yards, and I'm like, what are we doing? And then I go look at D'Onta Foreman, and he has 14,
48, baby.
Dude, at the time he had 14 for 30. Or it's like 14 for 39, I think it was.
Yeah.
And it just, what do we do? I understand. I do agree with you. I'm a volume guy. I want the touches over the yards, productivity. Because yes, one guy breaks a long run and it just really boosts his YPC. But at the same time, I want the carries. And I like D'Onta Foreman, but please, God, don't make him the guy. I need Ford. He's my RB1. Anyways,
that sounds like a personal problem.
100,000% a personal problem. The next one I have is a kind of a shot in the dark. Just the wide receivers and Feed the Need. Everybody has same, but different.
But different.
But yeah, my shot in the dark here is Tutu Atwell. Do I think he's going to be good? No idea. Absolutely no idea. But Stafford's got to throw the ball to somebody. Demarcus Robinson hasn't really done anything in his career. Whittingham, something. I can't even think of his dang name. He was returning kicks, didn't really do anything. Tutu Atwell's one that's been there for the last couple of years, was kind of not highly touted, but he was drafted in top 3 rounds in his rookie draft. He does got some of that. He's been there with Stafford. He knows Stafford. Puka's out for 6 to 8 weeks. Kupp is an absolute, who knows if he does come back, question mark.
Complete up in the air. Could be this week, could be 6 weeks from now.
Bingo. So, yeah, Tutu Atwell, pick him up. You could probably get him for absolutely free. Or $1 if you really need a receiver.
I like Tutu. I also am going to throw a dart in the dark at my next wide receiver. My last waiver wire ad is someone that I've really loved over the past 3-4 years. There's an inside joke. I always call him Taj for whatever reason, just because the old NBA player, old Arizona State NBA player, Taj Boyd. Tyler Boyd, Tennessee Titans. He only has 5 receptions in 2 games, or maybe even 5 receptions in 2 games. But that being said, Tyler Boyd has always been a really good number 2 or 3 receiver. And there's games where when the number 1 or 2 goes down, he'll skyrocket to 10 receptions, 120 yards, and a touchdown. Just like that. He plays the outside. He doesn't play slot. He goes deep. He catches deep passes. I really, really like Tyler Boyd. And Will Levis is only going to get more comfortable, and Calvin Ridley is only going to get probably more suspended for doing stupid shit, and DeAndre Hopkins can't stay healthy. And so eventually Tyler Boyd is going to be the guy. I think you pick Tyler Boyd up this week. I'm not wishing any injuries on nobody, but if there's an injury that happens, I think probably it will be in that game, and it'll be a receiver, and it'll probably be Ryan with Schmeek or DeAndre Hopkins. Okay. I'm not wishing anybody any injuries. I promise. I know you have. I know you have, but there's just something in my gut. There's something. It's like a fire. It's a fire in my gut that's saying DeAndre Hopkins ankle week 3, and then boom, you're out 3 weeks, and then whoa, Tyler Boyd, Calvin Ridley, Will Levis down getting 10 receptions over 10 targets a week, and you can get them free right now. You don't have to put no fab. Just go get them. Just go get them.
anyways, while you're wishing upon my guy's injuries, I'm going to go to a different guy. He's on the waivers, I think. Yeah, he's on the waivers. Tight end. I know we don't like to talk about tight ends, but Hunter Henry's been just fine. And remind you, we just talked about how I want to get the guy that the carries or the targets and the opportunity to score a point. Hunter Henry's averaging 7.5 targets game. He's averaging 5 catches game for 63.5 yards. No touchdowns yet, but I mean 63.5 yards, five catches. He's averaging, what is that, 8.5, 8.75, 8.85
right.
a week.
Yeah.
That is very nice as a tight end spot. I don't want to go too much into it as a tight end and fuck tight ends, but need one deep league. You need a fucking tight end. Hunter Henry, easy option.
Right.
Yeah. So now we're going to go into this is Trevor's patented name here. It's fantasy duds and then fantasy studs. So we'll go some duds first for the week 2-ish.
Yeah. Like, hit the nail on the head, Derek. I love just going down the list and looking at big names that completely crapped the bed. Just week 2's fantasy duds. I got 5
Can I go
names
first?
Here. Yeah,
I got 5 too. I want to go first because it kind of segues from last waiver wire.
Yeah.
Bold prediction. I think you should drop Travis Kelce for Hunter Henry.
Whoa.
Travis Kelce, through 2 weeks, he was drafted, remind you, early in the 3rd round. Week 1, he went for 4.9. Week 2, he went for 1.1.
Yikes.
So just tight end positions, it's got awful. Travis Kelce doesn't look like the same guy. There's just too many other weapons there. Rashee Rice is absolutely looking electric. Yeah, he's not just Mr. Slant Boy. He caught the go route the other day.
Right.
Xavier Worthy for Caleb. He's looking just kind of like that. Stretch the field. Got to keep a guy over the top, so he's demanding a double coverage.
Right.
But I am. With that being said, I played Jimmy and Travis Kelce this week, so you do know what's going to happen this week, right?
Oh, Kelce goes off.
I've been talking so much shit on here about Travis Kelce and how shit tight ends are, and you know it. I would bet I go to fucking Bovada, go to the casino, whatever, and bet the over on yards, catches, touchdowns. The first touchdown of the game, bam, parlay it all, and Venmo me 10%, please, because it's gonna fucking happen. Yeah. Just wait.
Correct.
Yeah, Travis Kelce, bad dud, fantasy dud, 3rd round pick.
Yeah. So my fantasy duds, I'll just get 2 out of the way real quick. 2 quarterbacks this week. Anthony Richardson, 7.9 points. Not good enough with your draft stock. Most 4th, 5th round pick in most leagues. Maybe in 12-team leagues, you win probably in the 6th. But still, not good enough. And especially for Josh Allen, 8.8 points. He tends to have these games every once in a while, so I'm not going to pick on him too much, but don't make it a habit, Josh. That is just bad. 8.8, you're a 3rd round draft pick. Like, you're not going to win fantasy managers game scoring 8.8 points. So Anthony Richardson, both of them will have better weeks. Both of them will have way better games, all that stuff. But if you had Anthony Richardson or Josh Allen this week, you lost. I mean, you probably lost.
Hey, remember last week's top 3 performers of players last week?
I think both those two were on it.
Yeah. Also, 2 things. Allen was in the 2nd and feed the need, and that game script just got away from him fast. James Cook kind of just took over the first half. It got up a shit ton quick. The Tua thing happened and just completely blew the game air out of the field. So it's one of those things you say, it's Josh Allen. He's gonna be the top
right.
2, and he's not number 2 in fantasy football.
And that's why I'm not talking shit about him or anything like that.
Yeah.
Both of those 2 QBs are good players. They were just the 2 worst performing QBs of the week, which is crazy.
Yeah. Speaking of that, I got 1 quarterback. I have Matt Stafford. It's a little bit lower in the thing. This pick is more of like a long-term dud. It's kind of just with all the hype of Puka and Kupp and Kyron, like that offense was clicking week 1. Puka obviously went out, but Rams looked just fine against the Lions. And then now it's just he had 7.6, and now they have San Fran week 3. Just not fun. My next one, I'm going to go to receiver here. I have Tyreek Hill as a dud. He obviously, that game with Tua out, another long-term play here. He had 5.1 points last week.
Yeah, dud.
Now they have Skylar Thompson throwing in the ball. Obviously, Tyler Snoop Huntley. I do like. But it's
all day. Like, give me that all day long, dude. No, Skylar Thompson. I can't believe the fact that he's thrown 1 touchdown pass in like 9 games, dude.
Yeah, I'm very sorry. Give me the call. I will throw 9 touchdowns in 6 games at worst. Okay, give me. I might have fucking 15 turnovers, but I will beat that because all I'll do is just fucking pepper Waddle. I hate Tyreek Hill, but I would throw him the fucking deep ball. There's just too many options there, and it just throw some screens to A-chain.
Right.
So it's that offense is huge. It's just a huge hit when the leader of the quarterback goes down. Yeah, I'm going to go one more here.
Yep.
I have running back. It's kind of I'm going to combine them. Duds. Chase Brown and Zach Moss. There's a lot of potential there with, I liked Moss. You like Chase Brown early.
Right.
And they've combined for 8.3 points last week. And just nobody's taking over. And nobody's just grabbing the position and saying, it's mine. Get the fuck back. It's a pillow fight right now. And if you have a chance to stay away, go away.
Right. And Chase Brown, he's 4 for 34. Like, he's averaging 8 YPC. Zach Moss gets like 12 carries and he gets like a 2.7 YPC. Suck a dick! God damn it! Why do they do this?
Yes.
Why? Like,
I agree.
There's someone in the waiting that's so better. That's so much better. I don't get it, Derek. It's obvious. I didn't even get to watch the fucking game. I watched like three minutes of the game, and I saw 2 runs by Chase Brown for fucking 25 yards. I don't fucking believe it.
Dude, I'm there with you. I drove forward. I literally just got over this. And I don't fucking get it. They say, oh, we're going to ride the hot hand, and they never fucking do. The hot hand, one guy's moving the chains, one guy's fucking barely getting line of scrimmage. Just fucking give the guy that's moving the ball.
I agree. God damn it, I agree. That one got me hot.
Yes, dude, Jerome Ford gets me fucking heated. And now they just signed fucking the Royce Freeman from the Ducks. What's the Brown? Just go ahead with your duds, dude. I'm done.
Yeah, I got 2 running backs here, and then a receiver, and then I'm done with duds. So I got Rachaad White. When are we going to talk about it? I mean, do I have to make a shirt when we're going to talk about it? Because fucking Rachaad White, when are we going to talk about it? Fucking 2.8 points, 18 rushing yards, fucking a catch for 5 yards. Like, that's unreal. Just unreal. With them scoring 26 points and winning the fucking game.
Mm-hmm. Bucky Irvin, dude. Caleb sold on him too early. Go Ducks. Bucky's good. Bucky's good. I like Bucky.
Rachaad White, you're a dud. Fucking get the fuck off fantasy teams, dude. I hope you watch this. Get off teams. Or do something. Or like do anything other than a 2.7 YPC. The 18 rushing yards, I'm pretty sure that was on like 9 carries. So it was actually less than that, you pussy. Like, God damn it. And then Zamir White, I talked him up a lot throughout the preseason. Still think can get there. The Las Vegas Raiders got a big win in Baltimore this weekend. Gardner Minshew and the boys love it. Zamir White, 5.3 points. He wasn't the lowest scoring running back, but but how much I talked up in preseason, I want him to take that next step. I want him to take the Brian Robinson step to where, 100 yards. I want to see 100 yards. I want to see a touchdown. I want to see a few catches. I want to see a few long runs. And it's not happening yet, but I think it will. But Zamir White, dud. Then I just have one wide receiver, and I'll just say it real quick because I think Derek only has one guy left.
I have one man.
Yeah, and so Amari Cooper, 2.6 points. Deshaun Watson looked okay.
Jerry Jeudy looks like the guy there. Jerry Jeudy looks like the fucking guy there.
Yeah, Jerry Jeudy looks like the guy. Amari Cooper, first-round pick, traded for not just 3 years ago, just does not look like the first-round pick that he was traded for 3 years ago. I hope he does better. I don't really know much about it. I didn't get to watch too much. I don't know how fast he looks. I don't know how slow. I don't know how Deshaun Watson particularly looks per se. I do know they won. And so you would think that his numbers would be better than 2.6. And so that's my last dud. Amari Cooper for better days.
Oh, sorry. I got two things to say before I get to my last dud. One, Deshaun Watson, he feels like he has moments where he's figuring it out, but also he's
correct.
He's been on the football, so it's going to be ups and downs. That's one. Two, if I told you Rachaad White had 25 carries this year, how many yards do you think he has?
18 plus 30, 48.
The price is right, and you're a winner. 49.
Oh, yeah, let's go.
Yeah, he has YPC of 196. With that being said, I'm
what a fucking douchebag. God.
Okay, my last dud here is Michael Pittman, drafted in the second pick of the 4th round. He 5.1 week 1 and 3.6 week 2. AR just he can't throw the ball. Okay, in practice week 1s with his deep balls and shit, he's not going to have a consistent top receiver. And if he does, it's going to be the guy that he's hit on these deep balls. And Michael Pittman's not that guy. Michael Pittman he's a slant, quick twitchy guy, possession receiver. He's not like going to just beat you at the top of the route like a lot of other receivers can. Pittman's he's above league average, but he doesn't have that talent to just use the strength of AR with that deep ball. And I long term don't like the looks of that. All right, we're going to go into our fantasy studs now here.
Fantasy
studs. And if you have one of these guys on your team, you either won week 1 or you have a really good outlook on the season. Because I have 4. I didn't quite get to 5. I'm going to start. Okay.
Spoiler alert! Drafted 2 of these players.
I have one of your players.
Ooh.
Don't tell me we're going to stroke half your team. I don't know. Did you pick a running back on your team?
Brian Robinson. He's
all right. So I'm going to go in with my first one because you picked the same one as me. I hand up on me. Trevor Spencer works like a fucking dog. As you can see, my callus here. Yeah, Spencer works.
Right. I cut my thumb with my machete. What were you do? How do you get a? What is that?
I didn't poo on it.
Yeah, no shit. What in the world? What were you doing?
County workers work hard too, bro. But anyways, Brian Robinson. So Trevor did his notes first. He sent them to me. I viewed them and I missed this one. We picked the same guy, but it's his guy, so I'll read it. Brian Robinson. The dude is so underrated. He's went 16.4 and 17.1 weeks 1 and 2. He's drafted in the 5th round. He was RB 28 off the board, and right now he's RB 11. Like
I wanted him so bad. I'm really, really glad I worked out.
Yeah, your Brian Robinson is my Jerome Ford. I wanted him to fall back to me, and he did. And then literally around late, I think, I don't know, but right around there, you got him right where you wanted him. And it's just crazy to think that RB28 is now RB11. And it's not a fucking hoax because what he finished last year, RB8?
RB9 or 8, 9, or 10, one of the 3.
Yeah, he's at RB1. So huge
RB1 with a cool 1B that they don't use like too much. Like the Eckler still gets like 8, but it's a clear 1A 1B relationship, which I'm just like, thank Jesus some team does it.
Yeah, agree.
But I'm going straight up fantasy dud. best performance of the year so far, not even close. Alvin Kamara, 48 points. Basically won Dallas the week by himself. I mean, he needed every single point because he played Adila, who he only beat by 12, and so needed all 48 points. Or no, only beat him by 8. So he needed all 48 points from Kamara. A 40 burger doesn't cut it. So no, 41 or more, and he got it, and so that's why he is my biggest stud of the week.
Yeah, that's a cherry pick one there.
Yeah, absolutely. How can you not have a podcast and talk about studs and not call out the 48-point player?
I'm going to cherry pick as well because the guy that got point high had 2 of my guys. Tyler Daly. What's the word I'm looking for here? Spoiler. We may have a guest on the next podcast because part of our tradition, you win point high, what's that saying? You ball, you get the call. Was that what's his name's fucking saying for Sunday Night Football?
Straight up on us. I've never heard that ever. It sounds like it makes sense. I just never heard it. Ball and make a call. Got it.
It was Randy Moss. Randy Moss on Sunday Night Football. If you ball, you get the call. And they would always be FaceTiming in the locker room after the thing. Kind of same situation we got here. Yeah. If you ball, get the point high for the week, you get the invite to be on the pod. So hopefully maybe next pod we can get the one for pickups. Anyways, with that being said, I got 2 of Daly's players. James Cook, he had 3 touchdowns a half. And that guy just look going forward. Josh Allen, he has that broken, it's his left hand. So it's not like really hindering his throwing the ball or anything, but it's kind of like a protection thing of, hey, we're going to run the ball.
Can you imagine running with a broken hand?
No.
Just it sounds awful. With your left one?
No, and it's all taped up because I know for me, it's just the feel aspect of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, James Cook, I'd love to have him. Also, Nico Collins, he looks like literally the RB or the wide receiver 1 on the year.
Bonafide.
And I'm not talking what. I'm not talking top 12. I'm not talking top 5. I'm talking literally the number 1 in all of football. Dude, the guy he went for 17-7 and 25-8 back-to-back weeks. He has 18 targets, 14 catches, 252 yards, and 1 touchdown. He's putting up these numbers with 1 touchdown.
Where did he go? Where did he go?
He's middle of the 3rd.
Yeah. Holy cow. What a good pick.
Yeah. Super good pick there. Flashback here, insert my guy, Nico Collins. And the guy's been everything I thought he was going to be. He's that big guy and everything like that. So, Nico Collins is my guy.
Yeah, and I'm going to 3 wide receivers real quick. Boom, boom, boom. Marvin Harrison, 32 points. DK Metcalf, 28.9. Malik Neighbors, 25.7. Can you say the 2 people that I drafted, Derek?
Neighbors
and Marvin Harrison. But Neighbors is no longer on my team. I traded him for a pretty good trade. It worked out okay. But so I probably traded him a week early. Probably should have waited a week, and now I really could have got something for him. But Marvin Harrison with 32 points in the first quarter.
What are you in with?
32.
Oh, so it's a boom.
Because he didn't need to do anything anymore. When you blow your load, sometimes you don't get an automatic fucking second going like fucking people who are good at it, Derek. Way to call me out again. But I can't do that shit. It's like you blow your load and you're done. So Marvin Harrison, it's awesome. 32 points in the first quarter, and I won by a point and a fucking half. Let's go, Marvin. But yeah, Marvin Harrison, great job, brother. DK Metcalf, another fucking stud, probably 25 in the first fucking quarter, and then 3 points in the last. Another one to blow your load like right away. Awesome guy, blow your loads, guys. And then Malik Neighbors, 25-7. He did it kind of casually, kind of what you probably want to do throughout the whole game. But still, those are my 3 wide receiver fucking fantasy studs, man. Fantasy studs.
My last one is kind of wrapped in all that. It's Kyler Murray. Week 1, he looked just fine. He just has a bunch of, I'm not going to say like solidified weapons around him, but James Connors does great on the ground where it kind of keeps the defense honest. Marvin Harrison taking a huge step up. They got Michael Wilson. They got Dortch, if you count him, and then also Trey McBride. So just a bunch of options, and Kyler can do it on his feet when he needs to.
Yep. James Conner looked awesome, too. Holy cow.
I know.
I don't know if you watched the game. James Conner looked so good. Oh.
I know. Shout out Trey Benson, my backup running back, one of the 3 I got.
He looked good.
I know we don't talk about injuries. We don't root for them. I'm genuinely not. Right. But shout out my work buddy, Ryan. His team is just absolutely decimated. He joined Sunday Fun Day. Literally, he has every star or every hurt player ever. Christian McCaffrey, Pacheco, T. Higgins. Like, literally, his whole team is just absolutely demolished. And he just traded and got James Conner. So,
good.
Picked up Trey Benson.
Yeah.
But yeah, one thing I'm going to add, we put out we have a new segment here. We're going to try to do if we get some participation from the league. But we got one update or one question, and it was on TJ Hawkinson. And thank God, first time we're doing this segment of Dr. Moody here. Easy money. Thank you, Tyler Daly, for the fucking oop here. Easiest one ever. He's out for at least 4 weeks. You can come back week 5, but you don't need to rush him back because week 6 is a bye. So give him those 2 extra weeks. He will be 100% back week 7 and be ready to go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, again, league, we need your participation. Send in, I'll put it on the message board, text me, whatever. We're going to do these on Tuesday nights now. So text me on Tuesday. Hey, what do you got for this guy?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, feel free to shoot me a text or anything like that, too. Yeah, just any questions that you want a passionate answer from me and Derek on the pod. Just let us know.
Yep.
And that's also in the comments. If you are some random guy that just randomly saw this and was like, these 2 guys are funny as fuck, like, I want to ask them a question.
These 2 are fucking idiots.
Yeah, or they're super fucking retarded. Yeah, dumb, and they're not PC, and they're going to get canceled, blah, blah, blah. Let us know. Let us know in the comments. I mean, and then next Tuesday, when we do this pod again, bang, bang, questions.
Bang. Yes. With that being said, we're wrapping up week 1. Stay tuned for probably Friday-ish for the next pod. Yeah, week 2. We're 1-1, 2-0. Looking
2-0, baby.
1-1. All right. See you guys.
Deuces.
That